fighter wing at Shaw Air Force Base at Sumter, South Carolina, an F-16 Fighting Falcon, and also taking off right now in their 25th year of operation from Stallion 51 over near Orlando, Lee Lauderback, in the North American It's the beginning of the United States Air Force Heritage Flight Demonstration. And that's what we're doing right now. As the King F-110 engine spools up to its nearly 29,000 pounds of thrust, and the pilot, Major Brian Congdon, call sign Thorr, is on the roll. The electric jet, one of over 4,000 of these aircraft that have been built. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the F-16 maneuverable, lightweight, and fast fighter jet. Suited for both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions, the F-16 Fighting Falcon can fly faster. F-16 Fighting Falcon, one of the premier fighter jets in all the world, flown not only by the United States Air Force, but also the N version flown by the Navy, also flown by the Israeli Air Force, and many other air forces around the world. Coming by on a slow-speed pass. Show center, raise the gear, flaps, shut the throttle, and his left hand forward to full afterburner and power away. He's on his way in from the right-hand side. He'll bank sharply across in front of us at Show Center and set up for his dedication pass. In the world has more hours in the Mustang than does Lee Lauderback, with nearly 7,500 hours in the airplane. Let me take a moment to describe what you're about to see. In 1997, I should say, the leaders of Air Combat Command assembled a group of retired military and civilian air performers to dedicate the 50th anniversary of the United States Air Force. From this gathering was born the Heritage Flight, a unique visual representation of the Air Force's history from the days of the Army Air Corps to the present. What started out as a one-time event has grown in popularity and demand. And now, heritage flights are performed at air shows and special events in the United States and around the world. From the right, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, piloted by Major Congdon, and the P-51 Mustang, flown by Lee Lauderback. I present to you veterans in attendance whose sacrifices over the years have helped preserve America's freedom. We hope you enjoy watching this rare formation of classic and current United States Air Force aircraft on our journey from heritage to horizons. They will approach from behind the crowd and overhead. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for the third pass of the Air Force Heritage Flight. F-16 Fighting Falcon. And the mighty P-51 Mustang, flown by Lee Lauderback. For the United States Air Force Heritage Flight. The Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation was formed in 2010 with the primary charitable mission of providing heritage flight performances for the public. Heritage flight performances of current fighter attack aircraft flying with World War II, Korea, and Vietnam-era fighters dramatically display U.S. Air Force air power history and honor the brave men and women who have served or are currently serving in the Air Force. These formations serve as a living memorial to the men and women of the Air Force and proudly support Air Force recruiting and retention efforts. If you're interested in learning more about how you can participate in and help support the continuation of these 40 to 60 heritage flight performances, check them on the web at airforceheritageflight.org. That's airforceheritageflight.org. Major Congdon, Thorr touching down, keeping the nose wheel off the ground. Lauderback from Stallion 51, located over near Orlando, Florida, for